It was 4:45 a.m. when the van's tires crunched into the gravel lot of Camp Crud Lake, deep in the rotting woods of Michigan. Fog clung to the trees like greasy sweat. The moon looked hungover. In the passenger seat, Jesse sipped from a titanium thermos labeled Hot Oil Hero and examined his reflection in his mirrored gold compact for the 19th time. "Tony, level with me," he said, brushing his already immaculate hair. "On a scale from 1 to divine wind-blown deity, how's the lift?" Tony didn't take his eyes off the path ahead. His biceps flexed as he downshifted the van, veins bulging like angry snakes. His t-shirt, if you could call that stringy remnant of cotton a shirt, was stretched to its limits across a chest sculpted like marble in madness. "Your hair looks like it could seduce thunder," Tony growled. Jesse exhaled in relief. "Good. I used the double-bounce mousse, got it imported from Milan. It costs more than your truck." "I don't drive a truck," Tony said. "Exactly." They parked in front of a crooked old lodge. The sign out front read, "Camp Crud Lake. Open your heart. Bleed some slime." Lightning struck with no thunder. A single owl screamed and exploded. "Looks cozy," Tony muttered, stepping out of the van. As his boots hit the ground, the earth shuddered. His calf muscles flexed, somehow audible. He slung his mop over one shoulder like a warhammer. Jesse floated down behind him, glittering in his freshly steamed silk jumpsuit, hair bouncing with every step. Then the air changed. The fog hissed, and the camp came alive. Cabins groaned as if waking from a nightmare. Trees cracked like ribs. From the woods came a guttural chant, "Whack! Clan!" Tony spat on the ground. "Haunted! Mildewed! Probably cursed by fungus priests." Jesse stepped over a pile of cursed raccoon bones. "Then it's a job for Flex and Fresh." The first wave hit them in the main lodge. Living mop creatures, animated by dark soap magic, burst through the fireplace. Tony met them head-on, muscles blazing. He ripped a bench from the floor and wielded it like a bat, smashing through bristled abominations. Each swing caused a sonic boom and an echo of, "Oh yeah," to ring through the valley. Jesse spun through the chaos like a shampoo-powered ballerina. "Tony, my bang's got a little bounce fray. Am I still immaculate?" Tony punched a mop thing in half and said, "You look like a walking cologne ad. Focus." More monsters came, spore dogs, slime-slick bunk beds with teeth, a canoe that screamed in Latin. But the real trouble was still ahead. They reached the mess hall just as the air turned cold. A ring of glowing mushrooms pulsed in the center. Jesse stared, captivated. "Tony, they look delicious. Like sage soufflés wearing rhinestones." Tony snarled, "Number, that's how the rot gets you." But Jesse was already popping one in his mouth. A beat of silence. Then, FWUMP. Jesse's pompadour collapsed. Limpio. Flat, slick with cursed dew. "No," Jesse whispered. "No, no, no, no. Tony, it's like seaweed. I have soft curls." Tony caught him as he fainted, whispering, "We'll get it back. But first, we survive." The Mold Father arrived just after dark. 8 feet tall, spongy, pulsing with dark shampoo energy. Mushrooms bloomed from its armpits. Its face was a scream of compost and cruelty. It roared, spewing toxic conditioner that tried to de-style everything it touched. Tony screamed, flexed so hard his sleeves disintegrated, and charged. He body-slammed the Mold Father into a brick grill pit. Grappling with muscles honed by lifting floor polishers and possessed dishwashers, Tony suplexed the creature, shattering the surrounding stone with a grunt like an avalanche. Jesse stumbled to his feet, hair soggy, pride shaken. "I can't fight like this," he whispered. "I've got conditioner trauma." Tony elbowed the mold father in the neck and shouted, "Then rap, Jesse! Your hair might be limp, but your bars still got bite!" Jesse's eyes lit up. He adjusted his collar, stood tall, even if his hair didn't, and took center campfire stage. "Your style's a mess and your fungus is whack. I see more edge in a shampoo pack. You're a fungal fraud, a scalp disease. I'll wipe you out with my verbal Febreze." The mold father howled, launching a glob of mossy goo. Tony punched it mid-air and flexed his traps so hard a nearby tree burst into splinters. "I'm the bleach boss, the volume king. I make hair angels when I swing. My mousse is truth, my style is fate. I resurrect hairlines when I exfoliate." With every line, Jesse's hair began to rise, inch by glorious inch, blazing with supernatural sheen. Tony drop-kicked the mold father into a canoe, which Jesse doused in leave-in conditioner, lit on fire, and pushed into the cursed lake. It screamed all the way down. They limped back to the van. Tony's shirt was long gone. His abs shimmered in the moonlight, each one a tribute to a battle fought and won. Jesse's hair had never looked more glorious, voluminous, angelic, borderline divine. He could barely walk. Rapping had taken everything. Without a word, Tony scooped him up bridal style. "Just rest," Tony said, muscles flexing with noble purpose. Jesse curled up against his chest. His breathing slowed. Then, eyes fluttering closed, he whispered into Tony's massive shoulder, "Stay silky, baby," and slept. The forest tamed, the camp clean, and the legend of Flex and Fresh, bigger, buffer, and more beautifully styled than ever.